Welcome back to I the Beholder painting tutorials. Finally uploading episode 2 of my Ankh series. Sorry it took so long, but I've had a very busy life lately. I'm going to try to upload more frequently in the future. This episode will be dedicated to one of the lower level guardians in the game, the Cat-mummies. I primed them the same way as all of the others, and then I got started painting. I wanted to start with just doing the cats first and then do the bandages around them, so I based them all in a mix of Baneblade Brown and Ratgarth Flesh. These cats are a very weird sculpt, and I'll be honest that they didn't turn out as well as I thought they might, but I do like them either way. They're supposed to look like a massive cat and bandage running at you, but I decided to make the bandages a darker color in order to cause distinction. I began to highlight the cats using incrementally more Screaming Skull for 2 or 3 tones before using pure Screaming Skull. I'll also say that almost every brushstroke was done quickly and randomly with very little precision so as to make them look messy, realistic, and kinda just gross. I also want to start a new thing with these Ankh videos where I give some facts about what I'm painting. As a mostly Kemetic witch, I want to do some more research into the Egyptian mythos anyway, so this is the perfect opportunity. I'll start with the basic fact that when the cats died and were mummified, they were given as gifts to the cat goddess Bast. I apologize for the lighting in this specific clip. My recording setup is next to a window, and spring do be on its way, so the sun wanted to say hi, and I couldn't balance the light very well. I'll see how the editing goes, and see if it's actually salvageable, but I'm still very sorry. For the brightest highlights on the bones, I simply added white into Screaming Skull, and my very brightest were pure white. For all the sinew and muscle on the cats, I mixed a little Emperor's Children into the Ratgarth Flesh. I then highlighted this with the addition of Trollslayer Orange to give it a rotted flesh feeling to it. Another cat fact, they were often buried with their owner so that the two of them could remain together once they move into the afterlife. Now the bandages did require a bit of a careful brush, so I didn't darken the bones at all, but I based them in a very dark rhinoxide to Lauren sand mixture. Adding some more Lauren sand to that, I used a small flat brush and dry brushed every cloth I could see, including the ones in deep shadow. I then repeated this after adding in Baneblade Brown, but this time I left a lot of the shadows untouched. And then I boldly added some flayed one's flesh in for an incredibly bright dry brush layer, and this I just went crazy on. I dry brushed all the cloth that was in the light, and I wasn't opposed to hitting some of the bones with it either, because it would make them look both equally dusty in spots. I also took this opportunity to fill in the cat's eyes, ears, and mouths with a mid-brown from this range. I then thinned it down and used it in some of the recesses on the ribs, bone, and the flesh. In addition to cats, other animals that were mummified for various reasons were ibises, crocodiles, hawks, snakes, and dogs. Some were mummified to provide food to the dead in the afterlife, some were because they were sacred animals while they were alive, and some were offerings to the gods and were placed in their respective temples. To enhance the shading I just did, I thinned some seraphim sepia and carefully washed all of the fleshy parts and the obvious bones of the cats. I then thinned some Agrax Earthshade and shaded the fabric in specific areas to cause tonal variation, as well as some extra strong shadows. I also did some cleaning of the bones as I went along. With all that done, I put some clear dry glue on the base, swished it around evenly with a damp brush, put the cat mummy in a bag of sand, and kind of just... Once that dried, I scraped the excess sand back into the bag and used the same shades as before. Dark Agrax around the mummy to act as a cast shadow, and then Seraphim on the rest of the base to give volume. My final step is just painting the rim of it in black. And there you go, cat mummies. I hope you liked the video, hopefully it helped you out a bit, and stay tuned for more soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!